Yay! So, welcome back. Thank you for clicking. I want to start by apologizing for the light, the shakiness of the first video there. Obviously, I have a lot to learn, and so I'm sitting in a cafe now and think seems okay. Slightly better. Less glary, at least. And so I'm always going to be weird places when I make these because I don't actually have internet at home. So sort of living semi off-grid, and that's where it's at right now. So I thought I was going to wait till Monday and just do these from work, but the weekend has been triggering, and I'm very grateful that I have this outlet and that I have a lot of tools, I guess, in my proverbial mental health toolkit to kind of work through some of that, and that I don't have social things that require me to be social on weekends. It's very much optional. So some of those optional things resulted in some triggering. So in general, I'm struggling with kind of male anger, and I'm trying to figure out my boundaries around it and where that response, that instant "I'm not safe" response, is really coming from, because the emotional violence that is in my past was primarily perpetrated by a female, and so it's curious now. I'm trying to track back why I respond in that way, because I have this vision of myself in my head where I'd be able to confront that and meet that in a way that kind of just like takes it down a notch. And sometimes I'm able to approach that, but this morning I wasn't. So this is sort of something that I want to put out to everybody. So I went to a meeting this morning and heard a lot of good things on acceptance. It's one of the more challenging concepts for me, I think, in a lot of ways, because I was having a conversation with a friend at the end of the meeting and mentioned what I had just started, given my last video was my first. And we were having dialogue, and someone else that I know sort of inserted themselves into the conversation in a very violent way, verbally, not physically. And I pretty much had to disengage from both of them and leave. And he did have something, to say, but it was the manner in which he approached it. So, if you're watching this and you are in recovery, how do you navigate around keeping what you say in line with, the steps and the traditions. I don't really have expectations that this is going to become a high traffic channel, and I have no intention of making money off of it. I have no intention of disclosing my proper name or my actual location. So, feedback would be welcome on those fronts. And so I do want to, consider what he was trying to, address and get me to explain. And it would have been so much easier if he had done it differently. But I just need to accept what happened and the way he did choose to do it. It is what it is. But I do want to make sure that I am doing things in a proper way. And so far, this has been, I'm on the right track for my process and my program. This feels deeply supportive of mine, and I truly hope that I can make this part of my Step 12 work in providing something that, a younger generation might need. So I think I'll just leave it there for now. It feels very nice to be able to be more introvertedly social, and I would love to see dialogue and conversation come around this. So for now, I hope everyone's having a good weekend, and let me know your take and your current experience around acceptance. All right, take care, everybody. Bye for now.